So this is kind of a special episode. I'm gonna put this as a compendium. It's more of a what if scenario. So after the first stream concluded, I thought to myself, what if I just did this on a higher difficulty, right? Because I remember myself. I guess I'm gonna use the word complain. I don't like to say complain, but I think I was complaining that the difficulty in Lacrimosa is not anywhere near what it is compared to the older East games. I think I mentioned that in a couple different playthroughs. So I said to myself, why don't I step it up? Because I could clearly play on harder difficulties. I'm doing that on other games. I'm not sure if I'm overestimating my ability to clear it. We'll see. But I feel at minimum normal is too easy for me. So I'm recording this one off stream. This is not going to Twitch. Likely portions of it I'll section off into YouTube, and you're probably watching it there. And the intent behind it is to basically just replay the first stream session, but this time on Nightmare difficulty. So I'm going to be skipping basically all the dialogue because I've already done it in the other playthrough. And I just want to compare maybe some choices. Like I want to see what happens if we haggle a little further. I'll even leave a save file. Maybe I'll save the optional stuff for stream or Twitch stream for that. I'll see how I feel when I get there. But I want to try those bosses again. And the other thing I fixed between sessions was the controls. So it's now a lot closer to what I want it to be. Where I have like the bottom button as dodge, what would be the left button of the face buttons as attack, triangle would be menu, and the far right is like your super. Because that's like Dynasty Warrior style, more or less. And I'm more used to that, and I flipped where guard is. I never like guard on the right side, ever, in any game. I have been trained with Capcom games to always play with it on the left side. I will react much faster with the left side if I need to quick parry. And if I need to hold a skill button down, I would have ideally preferred the back buttons, but because there's two buttons for switch, I'm just going to leave those as the back buttons. So anyway, with enough of that explanation out of the way, I want to retry replaying it, see how I feel towards the end of the recording, if this is what I want to do for the rest of the stream, or if this is just kind of a what-if scenario. So let me switch over. We'll give the game a minute. So, as soon as it boots up. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start it all the way on Nightmare, because I saw I can always lower the difficulty. So if nothing else, I think I probably should be playing this game on hard. I'm curious if I could deal with it on Nightmare. I feel like the first couple bosses will be harder because I don't have the access to smithing and things like that, which we saw in the first playthrough. But now we know the pattern of the first boss. So we're going to see how much the game allows us to skip. Oh. Oh no, there's no skip. Oh, that's painful. That is painful, chat. Why is the game that came out anywhere after, like, 2012 does not have a skip cutscene button? Doesn't make any sense, chat. Just, like... Actually, you know what? Let me look up right now while this is going to make me sit through this anyway. What year this game came out? Just for clarity. Not even on Steam, just in general. I was just making fun of 2012. It came out late 2012. I'm like, that's right around the time that they started fixing that. I'm like, that wasn't even intentional. I find that kind of funny, but I was like, man, I remember when games did that in 2012, and that made me upset. Because we just had to sit here and sit through the cutscenes. So yes, apparently, more specifically, Japan, September 2012. North America, November 2013. Actually, pretty big distance between the NA and the Japanese release. They could have patched a skip cutscene in that year. Let's be honest. Like, that's a big gap. Normally, there's like a few months gap, and obviously, as we get closer to the 2020 era of gaming, the worldwide release starts syncing up more and more and more until there are no differences. But unfortunately, I think we're here in the long haul. I cannot skip any of this. So I am glad I did not subject the stream to this. So you can thank me later, stream, if you end up watching this. because this is a lot of cutscenes to go through. I apologize. This might also be the first time I will teach myself how to do the YouTube timestamp. Like, so that way you can view it both on the mobile format and whatever. Because nobody wants to watch the intro of the game twice. We've already played through it. Even I don't want to read the dialogue again. I'm not gonna fake the reaction going through it either. My genuine reaction is, because I'm just like, well, so in terms of replayability, this alone would make me very upset if I went to replay a game and I had to sit through this dialogue. So I could just immediately say I will not New Game Plus this because I refuse to sit through this intro again. Unless many years pass and I forget what the game is about. Then I'll think about it. But especially when it's still pretty fresh in the memory, I'm doing this within like 3 days of the first session. Okay, small mercy, you can skip the intro. But none of this though, none of the in-game cutscenes. Oh. Oh wait, we have a speed up button.
Uh-oh. You did it. All right.
So we're just gonna try. You know what? I guess I'll explore some of the alternate options with him. I couldn't continue the shrouding, wound up telling the truth. Okay, I had a feeling that the choices are they're all false choices. Okay.
No way.
Okay, my opinion of it has changed. There is a fast skip that is so important to making this bearable, chat. You've no idea. Oh, don't worry. No, it's fine. So we're just gonna So we're just gonna try to go through that. I tried rotating the camera again, like this was Lacrimosa. That's how ingrained it is, chat. Like, just more accurately people rewatching the video. But man, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm thinking Lacrimosa the whole time. Okay, that is very amusing watching their little legs take off like that. Oh, don't worry, I know how to save. We're fine. We're good. I don't want to accidentally nuke my other file. Why don't we save, like, down here? So I have a feeling I will probably game over at some point. Probably. I'm gonna talk to each of the people in case this is related to unintentional plot progression. Like, I had to talk to different people. And I was actually thinking about that between the different streams as well. Like, what if it is actually important to get all the information broker information? What if that actually does lead to something if I keep paying the person? Like, initially, I imagine it won't, but I'm just saying, like, going forward. This is one of the few times where I'm like, thankfully, we are railroaded, so I don't have to explore everything that we explored last time. I guess small mercies? We'll do our little dodge roll. Oh, that feels so much better to be on that button, chat. It is liberating. So I don't know how you end up playing the game out of curiosity. Not even just this game specifically, but games in general. Like, do you like the attack button on the far right of a controller? If you play on the controller? I really don't. I'm gonna let you know right now, like, my thumb wants to rest on the bot. If you think of like a diamond shape for people not familiar with a controller, just try to picture, like, my base of the thumb is on the bottom of the diamond and it goes to the upper left, and I can kind of slide my finger back and forth from the bottom to the upper right, over and over and over again. But I can't do that when the attack is on the right because it wants me to... I just don't get it, chat. When I just look at the controller, I just don't get the basic controls, to be honest with you. Like, that was so weird. It's making, like, the bottom two buttons were, like, evade and attack. And, like, my thumb does not want to angle into the controller. Like, I want to rest my thumb. I don't want to tire out my thumb playing the game. Oh, I gotta fix the camera. That way it's consistent between the two playthroughs. I like that in every game somebody gives Adol a sword. I also realized that. I'll comment at that on the official stream, but... There's something about it, like, East 1 and 2, somebody is supposed to give you the sword. East 4 definitely does, Lacrimosa does.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say I heard a strange voice. Yeah, you instantly suffered a blow to the head if you wound up with amnesia. I like how he still gets mad. I'm gonna say now who's being naive. I figure we'll go a slightly different dialogue. Unfortunately, it still looks mostly the same. So now the question that I'm gonna be asking myself is, how much grinding am I introducing to the game by doing this? How difficult are the fights? Let's go through and make another save. Oh, fortunately, it remembers where we put the cursor. Oh my gosh, I missed that so much in the older East games, where I forgot what menu I was in. That was killing me, chat. I'm just gonna keep saying chat. It's definitely habit from streaming. Yeah, we understand we're gonna game over there, so no, let's just kind of go through. Oh wow, things go so much faster when you know the way. Told him the sword was heavy. He's like, I'm worried about you. Yeah, it looks like the dialogue's basically the same. I'm not seeing a difference so far. I might have disabled the button by accident. Not like an attack button, but it said something about maps earlier. Oh, that's it? Nightmare mode? Is that all you got? Oh, did they not have more health in Nightmare mode? Oh. Oh, this is way more doable. I'm assuming I take like 1,000,000 damage if I get hit, but... Oh, that's not bad at all. I was worried it would be like East 1 where it was like, oh, you still need to be the same level. Good luck.
Let's get him.
We're gonna half your experience or something. I mean, the only thing I think I read, and the only thing I wanted to confirm going into it is I think the major difference is how much money we get. So we get half as much money on Nightmare difficulty. Some of these things I'll reiterate for the stream itself, but just figured fill some dead time while we're talking here. So, in order to get as much money as I had in the previous playthrough, I'll just very briefly look at what our money total is. Get it roughly on track. Speaking of which, I need to make sure his skills are actually equipped so I can use them properly.
Eat this. Eat this. Eat this. Leave it to me.
Honestly, the damage to receive is not too bad either. I mean, I took like 10 damage. Oh wow, this is way easier than I thought it would be. I thought when I got hit by that I would take like 40 damage. Like, no joke. Like, I am used to like Onimusha Dawn of Dreams where it does not mess around when you're playing on the high difficulty. It's like, oh, you thought you were gonna enjoy yourself? 2-hit kill mode. And you're like, oh. Now that is chaos. If I don't use the healing potion on the boss, this would actually save me a lot of time.
Hey.
So that's fine. The game wants me to use the extra skill.
Here I go!
I'm just curious how mobile this ability is.
Focus on offense.
Decently mobile, actually. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, I was gonna say, is anything still alive?
Come on now. Oh boy.
I like how this is going better than the normal mode playthrough. I feel like it just took no damage at all. I think I got tagged once on the fight outside. I mean, this is gonna lead to hubris, don't get me wrong. I definitely deserve to die to this boss for saying it's too easy.
Leave it to me.
But, like, honestly, not bad.
My turn.
Oh, I didn't think about the rare items. I don't think I could perfectly emulate that between the playthroughs. I could get it pretty close, though, I would imagine.
Leave it to me. Eat this.
Awesome. We'll try to get more special skill kills.
Eat this.
Ew. Okay, chat, normally I really like fast attackers, but like his attacks are just completely whiffing. I don't like that at all. Okay, so one thing I am noticing is that when I'm in a dungeon, I can't passive heal like that, that's right. So one thing that I'm not liking as much, I would say, with it is I'm noticing allies take a lot of damage. Because I wasn't...
Leave it to me. All right.
Oh, it healed Adol. Because I was going to say, I wasn't playing Adol and he took like 30 damage. Like, that was not my fault.
My turn.
I do love that animation. That is quite excellent. I can't skip that for some reason. I have to witness that. And let the whole sound effect play. So yeah, so our big concern will be running behind in money. Otherwise, I think this might be a more enjoyable playthrough. I'm taking more damage, so it looks like roughly what I thought the difficulty would be. Let's take a look at our items real quick. Yeah, we still got the 3 honey potions. The fact that it heals us per section, I didn't even notice the first time. I'm so oblivious, I swear. I'm gonna blame having poor eyesight for not seeing it.
Leave it to me.
They are noticeably much more aggressive, which I think that makes the game a bit more enjoyable.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Thinking the only thing we might do is because we are coming up to a boss fight. Why don't we get into a couple extra fights just to make sure our friend levels? I think that would help us out a lot. So we have 1 revive in case things go really wrong. We didn't use it last time. Yeah, I just want to make sure that he levels, just because it could be the difference between him doing 2 damage and 3 damage, which is kind of big. How close is he to leveling, by the way? Literally 1 experience from leveling. Okay, yeah, if we reset this room and the enemy spawns, we're in a good position, I think. Excellent. Yeah, and that also gives me a little more experience for later. And again, that might be extra defense for him. That's good. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the fist user. His range is pretty short, kind of disappointing. Also, I just took a ton of damage from that. What? Ooh, regular enemies are definitely more of a challenge. I'll give them that. Their damage is up there, and they are very, very aggressive. Which, again, I think makes it more interesting. I might have to pause for healing more often. But I think that gives me more time to talk with chat, so it's kind of a mixed bag on that one. Okay, so I think the strategy for this is going to be similar. I'm just going to do a couple hits, then dodge backwards out of the way. Unless the boss has some really crazy new moves, I think we'll be okay. As long as I play it patiently. Yep. Our goal is definitely to get that extra skill.
Don't let him hit you.
Ooh, I got tagged. Oh.
Leave it to me.
Okay, that does a lot more damage. That does a lot more damage. I'll give the game that. It does more damage. So this kind of sucks because I guess our allies are not good enough to kind of live this. That's the downside between, I guess, normal and nightmare. Like, our ally is kind of useless. Unless we're okay with him taking a lot of damage. Oh, I tried blocking that. Okay, so guarding makes you take a lot of damage. Actually, I just want to die on this life. I'm just curious. On like how easy it is to flash guard things. Okay, so it's a little hard to parry bait. Again, this is on purpose. I'm not trying to live this. I'm just curious how lenient it is. Oh, that actually threw me off. The other one missed me. I was trying to learn and he just missed. I was not expecting that. Oh, but that one hit me? Huh. We'll see. Okay, I think I've had enough playing around. So, I don't know if I want to play on Nightmare per se, just for bosses more specifically. I like the enemies on that difficulty. I don't know if I like the bosses on this. But again, this is kind of tedious, and not having a lot of lifelines could make it more hard than it should be. Like, this is not a hard boss. It's just hard to do this boss quick. Wow, that hit me from there?
This isn't good.
Oh, what? Yeah, then there's just like little quirks. I mean, I guess I have to flash guard the boss. Yeah, if I'm not feeling the flash guard timing, I don't think I should play Nightmare mode. Okay, so here's what I'm learning. Damage-wise, it's about the same, but the issue is that it's just way less forgiving. I'm not feeling the flash guard timing in this game. It seems more lenient, don't get me wrong, but it still feels a bit weird. Yeah, see that? Like, I'm taking a lot of damage. Now I'm just curious if I can actually win this just by doing this. Oh, that was interesting. I flash guarded, but it hit me twice. Nasty. Oh, yeah, that does a lot of damage. You know what? I want to load back from the other save. So, it's like, I think I can do this. It's just, how many times do I really feel like retrying? I feel like the answer is until I get more into the parrying more specifically, that could be an issue. So I think for now, we're going to lower it just once. I just want to see comparatively how hard mode is, because this is what I wanted to experiment with. Is normal for me was too easy. So I was thinking hard would be the right difficulty. Nightmare, I love it for the normal enemies, not loving it for the bosses. So this is going to be a hard mode test. I just want to see comparatively, because I do actually like to do a standard block every now and then. I don't want to have to perfect parry every boss just to beat it. I'm just thinking from the long term. Like, I could definitely pick up the pattern. It's not an advanced boss, but I have to think about, if I have to do this for like 14 bosses or more, will I get burned out? And I'm afraid I'll get burned out. So we're gonna lower it slightly just for sanity's sake. Oh yeah, comparatively. Yeah, oh, that's so much better. Yeah, that's much more aligned. Like, this doesn't even feel like hard mode comparatively. I was taking 3 times more block damage. That makes no sense. Why is there such a big difference between the difficulties? Okay. I'm trying to win without using the honey potion, but I don't think I could do that with my current skill level. Not until I get more used to the game, unless I get really lucky here, which I mean I guess could happen. Yeah, let's die and try again. Hard mode definitely seems like what I want, where the boss has like a reasonable chance of killing me.
Don't think I can hold out much longer.
But it's not like insta death. I'm liking this a lot better. I think I could do this without a healing item. Yeah, because I just have to play more safe, that's all. I dislike that his arm blocks other hits. That is kind of annoying. Yeah, see, it just takes longer. Like, this is safer. I could definitely do this. Oh, I took a lot from the flash guard there. That kind of sucked. Much better. I guess it's fine if we use the potion here, honestly. I could definitely do this. This is not terribly difficult. Oh, that pushed me into that. That sucked.
Let's get
Oh, did that really kill me at the last hit? Oh, I'm restarting. I'm restarting. I don't want to lose that experience. Just kill me. Fine, I'll kill you because this seems quicker. Yeah, see, he didn't get experience from that. Okay. Okay, I think I see how this goes. This is much better, chat. This hard mode feels like where I thought the game should have been. This feels much better. Like, I know I'm dying a lot, but it's just definitely me just getting used to the game. So I see myself going very far in hard mode. I can see it being more enjoyable. I felt like I was taking no damage on normal. It's kind of like easy mode.
Hold on.
Oh, hard mode is exactly what I want to play on. That way I don't have to pause, I guess, as often to heal in the overworld. Because, again, I'm not perfect at the perfect dodge. I'm not going to claim to be.
Don't let him hit you.
Cool. I didn't realize I got so injured from the laser. Yeah, it's definitely this just first boss getting through it is just the gatekeeper for me. That bouncing of this, oh, that's so awful. I definitely don't like that as you attack. Like when it says the guard on his arm, it just stops your combo. I definitely am not a fan of that. Oh, that actually, oh, I wasn't paying attention to my health. Okay, now I need to step it up and be serious. So I think I've experimented what I wanted to experiment with. So unfortunately, Dural just does no damage. So I don't think it matters a big deal, but I would like him to not die instantly, which is good. I can have him aggressive, but I think if I were to play Nightmare, I'd basically have to put them in evasion only, which I feel like wouldn't be as fun for me, honestly. I want the AI to be able to actually kill something. So I also think from that perspective, this is the correct choice. So we'll probably cut out some of the other attempts. I was just kind of messing around. Now I'm serious. Whoa, now I'm not getting the flash guard.
Focus on offense. Don't let him hit you.
Oh, come. Oh, that sucked. That did so much damage. Why did that do 60 damage to me, by the way? I swear before it only did 30. That was kind of silliness. I was doing fine, honestly, up until that point. Okay, time to actually beat this boss.
Hold on.
I'm not sure why that did 60 damage. That kind of took me by surprise. Because I feel like otherwise it was going fine. Just, I messed up on laser, I guess, and you die? I think my issue with it is I can't tell if I'm pressing too early for Flash Guard or too late. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like fade to black cut on some of these. Okay, let's not get flustered. We'll continue forward. I cannot wait to not fight this boss. Honestly, I feel like most of the difficulty is not the boss powder. It's more hitting his stupid arm plates. Because I'm like not able to dodge right away. So like if I hit dodge too early, I don't do anything. So I have to be really careful about that. Alright, so I think the issue is dodging into it. Oh, that was my big opportunity to do damage. That sucked. What? Oh, come on. What was that? I was on the other side of him. How did that hit me? Are you kidding me? Are you completely kidding me right now?
Let's go. Don't let him hit you.
Man, what is going on? Suddenly I'm not able to stun him anymore. I don't honestly, I don't understand what's going on. I just need to get to the part where I stun him and then he's dead. But I'm not able to get to that part anymore. Why is this taking longer? I know I'm dodging more, but like I feel like even comparatively, I don't feel like it took me as long to get to that point. Am I just getting like a lot of weak hits or something weird? Or am I just getting a lot of guards? Again, this boss to me is the gatekeeper. I have a feeling this boss would be the gatekeeper. You're not allowed to get multiple items. It's kind of hard to power level. You don't have access to the shops. Oh.
Let's get I think I can hold out much longer.
There we go. Oh. Actually, could he not... Wait a minute. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Could he not die while at 1 health? Also.
Find an opening. Let's get him.
Wait a minute. Can the AI literally not die at 1 health? I swear he was at 1 health forever.
I think I can hold out much longer.
Or is I just really lucky? Couldn't really tell. I mean, I think that almost went right. Yeah, definitely this first boss is difficult.
Done yet?
What? Yeah, he can actually die. Huh.
Don't let him focus on offense.
Oh, he just stops attacking if he gets low on health. Oh, I see. That's annoying. No, I definitely don't want that to happen. Okay, I had to know. That was just too weird. Alright, now I think the problem is, like, this is what happens to me. I can't focus on both him and me at the same time. So I took a lot of unnecessary damage, and I died from that. Like, that's how easily I get distracted, because I'm like, is he attacking? I'm watching his timing, and then I forget to look for my timing. So, yeah. Okay, so this boss is actually pretty hard on hard, unfortunately. It's more like, I feel like his health total is just way higher compared to normal. So I'm glad I didn't try to beat this on Nightmare, like, all the way through.
Find an opening.
What? Why is he ignoring me?
Find an opening.
I'm telling him to evade and he kept attacking. What is that? Ooh, I got tagged.
This is good.
Oh man, come on. I don't know what happened. I was holding guard and not only did he not guard it, but he didn't flash guard it. So that sucked. Because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna time it slightly early. It was like, no, die.
Hold on.
Yeah, now I'm starting to get a little annoyed at the game. Just because it's just like, I know what to do, but it's just like, I have to go so long before I hit his stun. And it's just more an endurance run. And the AI has unlimited endurance because it's the AI. So I'm just mostly using him for the stun. Anything he could do to speed this process up is phenomenal. Damn, that clipped me. That was like the worst clip too. Yeah. I don't know. See, I feel like the issue is, like, I like his damage. I don't like how much damage I take for guard. I think that's, like, still my only misgiving. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I fighting him on Nightmare right now or hard? Wait a minute. Because I was like, wait a minute. I just took 22 damage. Wasn't that way more than before? One moment. Now I'm confused. Oh, how long have I been fighting him on Nightmare? Oh, that, no wonder why it felt so damn hard. Wait a minute. Wait, I actually almost beat him on Nightmare because I got him up to the... Oh, wow. It's like, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, let's try this again on this. Yeah, definitely don't want to do Nightmare. We could do hard mode, though. But yeah, I'm like wondering, like, man, this game is just really not forgiving. And then I'm like, oh, it put me back on Nightmare. That explains it. Probably because when I retried, probably the first couple times were hard mode. Let's actually do a real hard mode again. Because I felt like the damage taken was, like, insane. Like, I can't take 22 block. That's just too much for me. Oh yeah, suddenly look how quick his stun is building. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Look at the difference. No way. No way am I doing that on Nightmare. That was a waste of time. Look how easy this is comparatively. I'm not doing anything different. Oh, that is actually nonsense. Yeah, his hit me damage was like 17. Whatever, game. Whatever. Oh, I missed my opportunity to get the fast attack out, which kind of sucks. Oh, this This is so much better. Look at this. I don't even need the healing potion at this rate. Next time he gets a stun, it's over. Oh, this is so much easier. Much better. This is the exact difficulty I was looking for. I must have been retrying on Nightmare by accident. I'm like, that is so much better. See, that was, I feel like that was a fair amount of challenge. She did a decent amount of damage, but I'm not insta-killed. Guarding is more effective, but obviously Flash Guard is still rewarding. Normal was definitely too easy. I feel like the boss battle did not last long enough, and this was perfect. Look at that. So good. Oh, I feel justified. Oh, what kind of ruin is this? Oh, he doesn't really answer that question. Okay, much better, much better. And he leveled this time to level 3, which was different, because I think he was level 2 or something, and we were level 3. Like, he didn't level the same level, I think, when we beat it the previous time. Oh my gosh, yeah, we are not doing Nightmare difficulty. See, it's not so much his health is different, but getting that stun was, like, so much longer. So much longer. Oh, we are not doing that. And see, then I could just leave him on offense. So I think the game is still more enjoyable. So no regret there. Nightmare mode, not fun for bosses. Maybe on a New Game Plus, I could see it, where it would be the difficulty I would want to play it on New Game Plus, but otherwise, Oh, that's right, the Silver Wing is reacting, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so much better. Oh. Yeah, I'm like wondering what was going on. I must have reset it by accident. And that means I actually almost beat him on Nightmare once. I'm pretty sure one of those times was Nightmare. Because I was complaining how long it took to get the stun. Anyway, I'll try to be cordial for now in case relationship with her actually matters. I kind of doubt it, but... Like when they undulate in real time. It just speeds up. So again, we didn't have any items. I'll just talk to everybody just to talk to everybody, just in case there's a weird achievement or something. I'd just like to not miss out on that because I restarted and then didn't do something I did on the second playthrough. Yeah, remember him talking about the cabin fever. So we're just gonna make sure to talk to every single person here. Oh, that was so much... Yeah, that hard mode was like the right level for me, where I think I could probably, in like a few hours of practice, get the flash guard timing down, visually speaking. But the question is like burnout, as I said before. That like, I really honestly feel like I would get burned out. Where like trying to play that boss fight perfectly and like I can only guard like 3 times or die, like I don't think I want to put myself under that much pressure. I don't think I want to do that to myself. Whereas hard mode, I feel like it's more enjoyable to me, and I think it'll make the boss fights a lot closer. Like, just compare like all those failed Nightmare attempts to just how straightforward the hard mode was when I was like, oh, and I switched it and won instantly. Like, not the first time through, because that's because I got thrown off by like different things I was seeing. Okay, so we're gonna pay all the information dealers while we still can. So instead of I think taking 75% cash on hard mode, I would have been getting 100% on normal. But honestly, if that's the only thing, I lose a little bit of cash. Experience is still the same. Damage is a little different. I'd rather have it like this, because this is the right difficulty for me, honestly. Someone that's like kind of used to the controls for the most part, but does not really have, I would say, flash guard timing down. Like, it's definitely possible. It's just like, it's just very different from Lacrimosa. like where the timing is. Like the window I think is bigger in this game, so I imagine this was technically easier than Lacrimosa, but I've been playing Lacrimosa, so like my fingers want to wait as long as possible, and if I guess wrong, which I was doing there a lot, then I get punished. Which makes sense. I mean, that's how it should be. You know, people are more awake and they're more spry. They can hit all those flash guard timings, and I'm like, great. It's good that that's possible. But yeah, that prolonged stun period was brutal. If I had to go through that, no way. See that? Like, I even beat that without using a potion. Like that's how convinced I was I could do that on hard mode without the potion. And I think I beat it in technically 2 hard mode tries. I don't know if retry put me on nightmare or something weird. I don't know what specifically did. I know reloading the save definitely would have. Just out of curiosity, if I go into the settings again. Oh, it just highlights it in red. That's fine. So we could rebuy all the items here if we really want to. We don't really want to do that at the moment, though. Okay, so we're just looking to get roughly where we were plot-wise before. I don't want to go too much further. I don't want to super grind our equipment. I at least want to get up to where we were item-wise. Which shouldn't take as long. Even if it takes longer to get gold. We're also speeding through all this. And I saved myself 150 gold. Yeah, we'll be doing reinforcing later. He wants to do the sell 20 ore thing. I want to see if we can get more money from him, especially since we're playing on a higher difficulty. We'll save right before we do it, and just to see if we could fail it. Because it's possible we could haggle him one more time. So yeah, we're definitely skipping through the dialogue. This saves a lot of time. I'm not reading it out loud, and we're basically auto-skipping as much as possible. Oh, maybe I didn't unlock the map before, because I just saw we got the map just then. Let me check one thing. I just want to make sure the controls are good for the next playthrough. Oh, there we go. We just didn't have it yet. That makes so much more sense. Choo, 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 choo. Okay, so she's just gonna be the map hub. Nothing too complicated. Oops. Okay, just making sure we talk to all the NPCs. Head to the cafeteria. We got the healing potions the other guy needs. I'll just buy a handful. I don't think it really matters how many I get, because I'll just show that on stream. But we can skip that whole thing because I did not use a single healing potion. Proud of myself there. Proud of myself. So we'll skip all that. So he just gives us better healing potions anyway. It's an easy quest clear. Actually, did I try that door before? Okay, it's locked. I'll just check over here real quick, see if we have anybody to chat to. We do, that's right. So, yeah, I'm definitely liking where the difficulty's sitting on hard, where it feels more threatening. I think the enemies will still be more aggressive. Like, Nightmare, they were very, very aggressive. Like, The other enemy spewing attacks, I think there was like a 4-second or so delay between. I feel like it was only 1.5 to 2 on Nightmare. So the enemies being more aggressive is more fun to me. That gives me more opportunities to practice parrying, honestly. And that's what I want. I want more opportunities. The game wants us to go this way eventually. We're gonna circle around here, though. We have a lot of animals we could potentially feed at some point. How's our gold looking? Oh, we still got a decent amount of cash. Oh, that's the guy that has nothing interesting to say. So I think what I should do is just climb up over here and do the potions. Store here. 'Cause I do recall buying a couple of potions. So we'll just get like 2. Because I'd like to not have 0. I guess that's my thought process here. I definitely feel like we can mitigate the challenge still on hard mode with the healing potions, but I'm okay with that. I just don't want it to be like, if I don't start every single thing with like 12 healing potions, I at my current skill level will not beat the game. Like, I just don't want to put myself in that scenario. It just doesn't make any sense. So this is feeling a lot more fun to me. Like, I feel like it's more involved. I feel like before it would have been too easy.
Fine. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, now that I know what I'm getting myself into, definitely normal, too hard. Nightmare, I actually like the overworld encounters. Like, they did a lot of damage, but I don't feel like it was like super grueling because I was doing like actual dodges, not like the mandatory flash guard flash move, but like I was actually getting out of the way on purpose. But alas, that is not the case for other things. Now our goals are to grind 20 ore. We have to kill a mini boss. Before we fight the mini boss, we should get some upgrades. I love that air finish. So we're gonna be coming back and forth, I think, through here quite a few times. It still seems like we need the same number of buttons to kill them, but obviously on Nightmare, if their stun rate is just that insane, like, no way. Especially since we were doing double damage, and that means I have to get through more patterns. I like the combat. It's not quite Lacrimosa, but I don't think I like it Nightmare levels of combat. Not on an initial playthrough, anyway. Oh, that was a nasty juggle. Loved it. So again, we're going to be picking up every little coin that we can get. But that also means, like, if we don't get as much money drops in general, I wonder if selling items is still the same. I imagine it has to be for that quest to work. So if we still farm enemies, I don't think we'll be too terribly far behind, honestly. Doesn't sound too bad for me, because we're probably going to be selling resources, I imagine, quite a lot. Okay, got the flash guard. Finished it off with a skill, not too bad.
This is rare.
I apparently got a rare item, because I heard him say this is rare. So I think Buffalo Horn is new. I don't know if we got that in the normal playthrough. Wow, that juggling was kind of gross, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of gross. I like that the air juggles lead to a lot of extra health. So if I'm good at the air juggles, I could get a little health back every single time. I see no reason not to just go forward and reset this area. Yeah, just like immediately turn around. Oh, it's like, don't worry, game. I want him on offense basically all the time. Awesome. So we're just gonna breeze on through this. Get some items. Got strong hair, which is new, I think. We need, I think, 3,000 money. We need to get the buffalo milk out of the way. Oh, I went to... There we go. I went to do this and it didn't happen.
Time to finish this!
Ooh, what an excellent finish. Time to finish it indeed, protagonist. And now we can build up more special meter off these other people. There we go. Get a little extra health back. And again, if I do well, I recover tiny amounts of health each time. I think it's a good mechanic. You know, like, it's just kind of, if I'm doing well, I don't need to pause as often, even if I do take a straight hit or two. I like that mechanic. Like, there I'm taking a lot of damage, so... Oh, mostly because I ran out of blue gauge, and I didn't pay attention. But see, that's my fault. And I deserve that. There we go, we got more iron ore. We're gonna need so much iron ore, because we needed 20, I think. If we take a look down here, how much are we even at? 4. Not even close. I'm gonna hold still to get some health back at least. Yeah, I think it'll take like roughly another 40, maybe 50 minutes to get back to where we were. Depending on item luck, I suppose. It's definitely not due to cutscenes. Like, we've accepted everything we're gonna accept, so we're gonna go to the Buffamoo, get that done. The waitress needed something. We need the 20 iron ore, which we'll get eventually. But we're gonna have to go back and forth between these areas a little bit. Leveling does help with combat. Love them running away like that. We do know levels matter quite a lot in the East series. There we go. So combat is still pretty fun on hard mode overall. Died a couple times to the boss just adjusting to it, but like not crazy. I don't think it demanded anything insane. Nightmare, I'm like, oh man. Like, I could probably have gotten it in maybe, I would say optimistically, 5 tries. I could probably get it in 5 more tries. Of just using up all my crew berries. I probably could do it in that scenario. And healing like the ally just for the extra damage, for example. But to actually... But to do all that and not use the healing potion and not need to do that for every boss fight going forward, like, nah. No thank you. Nice, Duran is leveled. Hopefully we get more ore. We did not get more ore. That sucks. Not too shabby. Oh, I love that air juggle that you could do. That makes me feel good at the game. When I do that kind of air juggle, like, there we go. Just reset them. I like that. I like when the enemy doesn't have a turn. Oh, I took too much damage on the roll. I was expecting it to... I keep forgetting that you can't interrupt the roll like that. See, that's my fault. That's just my lack of experience with the game. Where, for whatever reason, I thought my uppercut attack would interrupt, but I'm like, no. Doesn't do enough damage yet. And/or he just legit has super armor that long. There we go. We just kind of clean house now. I thought there was another mission. Oh, it's in the next screen. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, we could get that one out of the way very, very soon. And again, since we don't get as much money, I'll grind a little bit more than I did on stream. I don't think it makes a huge difference either way. Excellent. How close are we leveling? Not real close. Fair enough. I'll just hold still to get some health back. So yeah, I'm liking hard mode a lot better. That way I can also keep... Also, the real reason I also want to do that is because if I play hard mode, I can just leave the hard mode tag on between between Twitch streams, so I don't have to change the tag as much, because that did get kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So I'd like to not have to toggle that. Ooh, excellent. Ooh. So you can dodge into it, but not actually get the dodge. That's important to know. Wow, you can kind of juggle him forever. That's kind of unfair. I love his little running animation. That does amuse me. I wonder if you can infinitely juggle him. Just like do 2 normal swipes into an uppercut, 2 normal swipes into an uppercut. I wonder if he has a counter to that, honestly. Like something like this. Yeah, I think I could have kept going there if our ally didn't do something. Why am I not getting healing? Is he stealing the health orbs from me? So I'm like, I've been at 121 for a while. He really is stealing the health orbs from me. That kind of sucks. I guess that's why they didn't include that in some of the later games. There we go. Punished it. I definitely like R super over Durals. Durals is too short, I think, to take advantage of with the AI. Dude, stop taking all the health. There we go. Man, he clipped me. Did take a lot of damage there, but I'll keep going. I took a lot more damage there. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, we'll get a little health back. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's recover some health, because he also deserves to get some health back. I don't need a whole ton of health. I just need to not get wombo combo killed, basically. So we'll give it about 5 seconds. I think getting out of the yellow is honestly good enough, but since I know it'll progressively get faster, I might as well wait a couple more seconds. It's better to do it then than to stop again later. Oh, put me. We must be sharing the healing, because I picked up 3 items and I only healed 1 health. I think that's what's going on. Which, I mean, it's not a bad mechanic, but sometimes I really would prefer to get the health if I'm injured. Because I am definitely more injured than he is, comparatively. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm doing some of this off stream, as I said before, because this would have been like a huge chunk of the session I would have lost, like easily. We're going on a little past the hour since I started it. That would have been very unfortunate to do. And again, I don't know how much commentary I could give on the fly. Like, I can respond to what people are saying, but even like right now, I'm mostly just focusing on the combat. Just trying to make sure I do okay at it. We're almost at our first 1,000 in cash, which is not too bad. We'll be taking advantage of that, I think, to get our next weapon at 1,000. So until I'm at 1,000, I definitely do not want to go back under any circumstance. And it'll definitely be easier once I get to the other teleport. That too. Because otherwise I feel like doing it before then is just a big waste of time. There we go. Excellent. Oh, I like that so much better for the map. That, like, I wasn't even thinking about that, but oh, I love that map button. And I can hit that for healing. Triangle for menu is a classic PlayStation button placement that feels so good. Rough. A little rough there. Oh, we got Sonic Slide eventually. Nice. There we go. Much, much, much better. Things are looking pretty good for us overall, I think. Yeah, it took like 2 hours. I'm almost caught up. Yeah, I'm only 51 minutes in game time, which is not quite true because I did reset a lot. And now we have a way to heal ourselves, which is excellent because I want to be able to get ore quickly.
Hey.
To make sure we don't accidentally plot. I just want to see one thing though, comparatively. So this is like roughly where we were story-wise. Like I was just a little beyond this point. We definitely got that chest. Nice music, actually. Pull times 30, not a bad drop. Got a ton of iron ore from that and a silver ore. Excellent. So we could speed up the progress of that other quest by quite a bit. Yeah, see, he got killed instantly, but interestingly, he doesn't die until you swap into him. That's a new mechanic. Ooh, that didn't restore instantly. We'll keep that in mind. I'm actually curious. Can I glitch this guy somehow? Hold on. We're gonna save. I'm really curious. I want to show this off on stream if this works. Can he join me in the water? Oh. Yes, he can, but so can those people. Because that seems slow enough. I might be able to hit him there. Does he follow me into the river, though? That's what I want to know. I don't think he does. Oh, I just fell off. That sucked. Okay, so he cannot directly go in the river, which is fair, I guess. We'll just full heal ourselves. It's not a big deal. Oh.
Leave it to me.
Not a big deal. I definitely got the memory that was over here, so we might as well do that since we're here. So we heard a bunch of voices, if I remember correctly. Again, this is just going towards our overall XP. We're not too far off from leveling. But beyond this point, I don't want to go too much further, because now we're going into territory where I don't remember how far I explored. Which is fine, I could just re-explore it with the group. But at minimum, I definitely got this, because this increases our strength by 1. I would like to do 1 more damage. So I'm gonna acknowledge there's a path to the north we could go to. I think I explored that a little more than I did last time, but I didn't actually go to a new area, so it's okay. And we're just gonna clean all of that up. Let me take a look at our quests while we're out in the overworld. Maybe it's in the journal. We can. Okay. So I need more iron ore. We need to kill the other monster. I have enough money to get one sword, which might be all we really need, honestly. Seems like the areas here have reset, which is good. Ooh, I was getting comboed a lot there. I'm just gonna leave the area and come back, honestly. This is kind of unfortunate.
Leave it to me. Too slow.
I think the issue is I really don't like the fist guy. He is not on Sahad's level. I really hope we get a character like Sahad. Well, there's an inspect. One I can rest in the tent itself. I don't think I tried that last time. I guess that manipulates the day-night cycle. So I've leveled again. He's pretty close to leveling. So I could kind of go backwards and get some ore, I'm thinking. So I'm guessing each one of those little sun icon leaves this 10 SP. Yeah, it must be. Makes sense. So my goal is basically to get the ore on the way back, and hopefully I have enough after that. I don't know how much I'm off by. Because I did pick up the silver ore. Yeah, see, I only got 9 from that. That's not enough. Ooh, excellent. Oh, I do get the automatic charge over time. It's not holding an attack button. Oh, I must have just been timing it weird. And just had thought that me holding it did something, but apparently not. So, like, I'll have to correct that on the stream next time, I think. Whoops. Don't mean to misinform. So with that in mind, I guess we're gonna walk all the way back. So we can hand in 2 quests. I don't have enough for the ore. Again, we're not sure how many flowers we'll get or need for later, so we'll take some of those. Excellent. Now if I come in here, we get an okay amount of ore, hopefully. Nope, we got exactly no ore. Oh. He said hello to me.
Here I go! Focus on offense! Level up!
There we go. Oh. Sorry, multi-hitting me. That was bad. Hey, at least we got more items. I know we ended up selling some brittle bone, I think at some point. But again, because we're getting a little less money overall, let's just do some normal swipes.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, we picked all those up. I'm just gonna get the ore again. Got one more iron ore out of that. That was kind of worth it. Ooh, he took a lot of damage when I swapped out. That's unfortunate. Fortunately, we should heal faster in town, as long as I don't die. I am kind of close to dying. Hopefully I could just get a little extra health. There we go. That might be enough to survive a hit.
My turn.
That's
My turn.
That's not what I wanted to do. My fingers disobeyed me. I went to do the skill button and like I totally mispressed. That wasn't even me mistaking the controls. I don't know what my fingers were doing there. Whoops. I mean, I'll take the iron ore. And as again, he'll revive, so I'm not super concerned. See, if he didn't auto regen at the save points, that would have been a big problem for me. Then I would have been like, with hard mode. I would have thought about it a bit more. Okay, so we're gonna hand in this quest. Now we have enough for 2 weapons, which is exactly what we have happened last time. And the question is, did I have any other quests I needed to hand in? No, not yet. Soon, though. We can go ahead and make those purchases now. Ooh, that costs a little more than I recall, but that's still fine. We have enough. And again, we haven't sold any of the brittle bow, or bones, excuse me. I think this is almost exactly how it was happening before, where I got all the upgrades for weapons and I had nothing for armor. So this is fine. But we're definitely going to need more iron ore before we continue any further. I'm just going to make sure to re-talk to these people just in case. As I said before, I just want to make sure we don't miss anything that's triggered by just talking to them. So we're just going to quickly reach out to everybody here. Oh wow, I triggered dialogue from that far away. That kind of surprised me. Nothing to loot in these homes, unfortunately. Adol is the most respectable adventurer. Telling you, if it was me, I would steal everything. Like, oh, is there no repercussion? Oh, mine now. Let's go this way. So once we complete the other quest, I think we get 2,000, which is good enough to get all the upgrades we need. For the armor and everything else, because I don't think we went too crazy on our weapon, and as long as it's vaguely close, I can explain and we can look at any differences between the two. I'll even check between this stream and the next one, just so I have a better understanding. I don't see the point of recording the difference, honestly, because it'll just show up in the next stream session. If there is one. We should be pretty close. Because now I just have to defeat the other boss, and then I need to get more iron ore. So by going to get more silver ore, that should help us out. I think I just got one more rare item this time around. I think that's the only difference between the playthrough so far. And that's good. I don't want to waste time going back and forth for rare items. I'm glad we got it on this one and not the other one. So now our damage should be pretty good. Just be kind of like insta-kill territory. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry, did he only do 8 damage? What? Is it because he's an ally, he does reduced damage or something? Is that what's happening? Because that was pitiful. Oh no, he does half damage. Oh, that's gross. That's actually gross. So I'll keep that in mind. Don't bother upgrading them unless I'm gonna play as them. I only get half the benefit. Hopefully we'll get characters I'll play over Adol. I would like a Sahad-esque character. I like that he prioritized the flower over the enemy I was killing. He just knew. He's just like, nah, we're good. I mean, I guess we could still use him for stun, but we're gonna keep that in mind. That's still me doing majority of the damage, which is kind of unfortunate. I guess if there's 2 people, they'll do roughly my damage if both of them are halved.
Leave it to me.
Excellent, excellent.
My turn. All right. Back at you. Back at you.
Oh, I don't think we hit level 2 with that skill last time. That's good. I'm using more skills than before.
Find an opening. Yeah.
I don't see this as a downside, honestly.
Take this. Take this.
Excellent. So now we're gonna wrap around to... Actually, we're gonna go to the north first and then head to the southwest, because I think that's what I did last time as well.
Take this. There. Yep.
Much better. Much better in terms of damage.
Focus on offense.
Oh, did he actually clip me there before I dodged? That kind of sucked. So yeah, we're just gonna wrap around this way. We should be okay. Except before, we're just gonna... If we get extra experience, this is not a bad thing. We are playing on hard mode. Not bad at all. We're getting a little bit of health recovery. Not super important because I'm about to get all my MP back. I should actually just spam more skills. Just because this will probably make the game a little easier when we practice the real playthrough. Excellent, excellent. Touch that for health. More importantly, I don't want the health. I actually just want the ore. Oh no, I got stuck briefly. That was scary. So that just net us 5 iron ore. So that puts us a lot closer to the total we were looking for. I think we're at 13-ish now. Or at 17. Oh, I got more than I thought. Okay. So we could go get the other one when we go back now, regardless. So I could get rid of 30 coal for it. Which I think is what we did last time. But if I could get one more thing of ore, I think we're in a good spot. Yeah. We'll go to the south. Maybe there's more ore.
Nice try.
Okay, I'm just going to build a little more SP gauge if possible. Ooh, took damage, which was not what I wanted to take. Much better. Because this is refilling our extra gauge, which will just make the other fight easier. So we got a lot of skill spam potential. See, that attack is actually interrupting the enemy each time. I wonder if it's a damage threshold kind of thing, or if it's just that unique ability of Sonic Slide. I mean, either way, we'll take advantage of it. Now we're gonna get a little extra money. Not a bad thing. Yeah, I could 2-hit these enemies. That's pretty good. Getting so close to building that extra gauge. And we got it. Excellent. It's so unfair. Oh. Cracked shell. I don't know if we got that last time, and now I have to use significantly less coal, which is good. I don't want to use coal if we can avoid it. So this enemy was pretty easy when we did it the other time. And hey, look, there's more ore I can get. Excellent. Oh, what? That hit me?
Don't think I can hold out much longer.
Ooh, that was way riskier. Ooh. He's got a little damage to him. I like that. That was a little bit surprising, but in a good way. I didn't game over, so I appreciated it. And we got, oh, enough iron ore. Excellent. So I don't have to get rid of any of my coal now, I think. Yeah, there we go. And we even have more silver ore than I think we got before. That's excellent. We're going to hold still, though, because dying here would be stupid. So let's get at least up to 60 health or so. Plus our companion is more aggressive. We don't want to get clipped by something silly and lose. We're also getting about 566 extra health, which is good, because we're going to need all that spare cash, I think, towards upgrades and other things like that. I think this is good enough health. We don't need it to be exactly perfect. And again, if we need to sell anything, we're getting a lot of damaged hides, and we can upgrade the damaged hides to the next tier. So the fact that we don't have to sell anything is excellent news for us. Yeah, now that I am recognizing the allies do half damage, we have to be really careful with them. So if we want to set up characters with way weaker weapons, but they cause status ailments, it might be worth doing that on the other allies, just because it won't impact our main damage at all. So we're going to have to identify which character is the best damage dealing at any given time, which is good. I mean, it's good that we have to think about who's doing what. Excellent. And again, I don't know how many of these I need, but in case we need to upgrade the rotting fruits, that could help us. And again, we're getting more of the extra gauge. I think resting also recovers the extra gauge, so I shouldn't really focus on that too much. But we'll try to keep the playtime roughly in sync with the other file, so we'll mess around a bit more in combat, I think. Okay, there we go. Excellent. If I hit multiple creatures with that, I get extra SG. Very, very good. I like that feature. Now I think we're roughly caught up with where we were before. I think the only thing I'll do is after we get the upgrades, I'll take us back to the camp and kind of reset things. Wow, that enemy just got annihilated, honestly. Oh, and we got extra coal on top of that? Excellent. So we're sitting at almost 852. That should be enough for a few upgrades. There's like about, what, roughly 200-ish an upgrade. I think we made some ingots at some point. So any extra material here is still good for us. Yeah, we're super close to leveling. I don't think we were level 6 before. I could just check that real quick. Yeah, see, we weren't even level 6 before. So that's excellent. We're just slightly higher level. And again, we're getting more of these materials because I'm not sure how relevant they'll be. But at least they can go up to the tier 2 a little earlier. Make sure to get some ore from here. And ore coal. This coal is needed for everything. Excellent, excellent. So now we're super close to leveling, and we're still in spirit with the other run. So I'm liking how this is going. Oh, I didn't talk to the guards, I don't think. Let me just chat with them just in case. So excellent, we've almost caught up in general. And I can hand in all those quests. So we're gonna start with Tavern quest first.
That was nothing.
There should be no new quests other than the goldsmith. Or not goldsmith, the blacksmith. So let's try to haggle to get more gold. But we're in a pretty good shape. Just want to see one thing. I'll probably show this off on stream. So I'll make a separate save file right there. Just for showing it off. Haggle. 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 6250 I think is as good as we could get it. So that's great.
Yeah.
Let's refine. Oh, let's not refine. We haven't purchased new armor yet. Skipping some steps. But we're looking really good in terms of progress. Yeah, just look at that. Like in an hour. I saved like over an hour skipping all those cutscenes. And that's with some restarts. It's kind of silly. So yeah, let's just currently equip. Oh, that's right. Much better. And again, we're now super tanky comparatively. We could waste some resources on enhancing, because we did get a lot more than we did before. So this being a little easier isn't the end of the world. Any spare damage we get is good. So we have nothing we can enhance. Perfect. We can refine ingots, which requires iron ore and coal. So we'll probably save it. I can make a silver ingot. Guess I could do that. Just to see what this would look like. Oh, so it's worth 3 of the other one. Okay. I think we'll do that. I'll just let the stream know that that's what that does. Just because our damage being higher is so key, I think, at this point. Because this will make every fight way easier. So this is like getting an extra level on everything. So this is really, really good for us. So I think we're all set up for the next playthrough. So, I'm liking hard mode. I was surprised that other enemy hit me for any damage because he didn't do anything in the previous playthrough. So that was about what I was expecting in terms of difficulty. Not quite one shot, but like he was like on Nightmare tier level damage, which is good. I want him to actually be a threat and feel like a threat. So I feel pretty happy about this. I think I'm making the right decision by playing this on hard mode versus normal. Definitely don't want to go back to Nightmare. That was a no thank you situation. Oh, we could just take these because we're here. Oh, and we've leveled up. Nice. Okay, curiosity. How much is our skill experience? 118. We're getting there. Oh.
Let's get some sleep. Give me a break.
Rest in the tent takes a while, but I think it restores everything. So again, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a nice old quick save right here. And I think that's gonna conclude this recording. I'm gonna have to chop it up a little, get rid of some of the Nightmare retries out of the way. But I am very glad we did not just immediately do Nightmare mode on stream. That would have been a big hassle. But we got almost all of our silver ore back, which is excellent. Nice, we're starting with a little bit of meter. We got some brittle bone. I think we'll come over here just to kind of clean up the enemy. Get Duran a little closer to leveling. And then this will be the end of the stream. Excellent. So we're going to keep that as in sync as possible, and this will help. So I think that about does it for this particular kind of run through. Thoughts and feelings. Nightmare mode. I wish I could have Nightmare mode on the overworld and hard mode on everything else. But if I have to choose, I'd really prefer not to have to like perfect the boss pattern. I'd rather have some leniency with it. I think it's more exciting that way too, where if it's not just like a grind on a boss over and over and over and over again, but at the same time it poses some kind of threat. I think that's more exciting to watch. So I think with that, that's it. Not too bad. Hard mode, setting the expectations, we're there. I saved about, again, like another hour or something on stream, so definitely worth it. And hopefully the run ends up being more fun because of it. So That's it for now.